Welcome to ProMiner's YouTube channel. In this video, I'll take you through the process of downloading and installing ProMiner. Firstly, you'll need to go to the ProMiner website. The web address is easy to remember. It's prominer.website. There's some general information about ProMiner. Examples of what it should look like when you are successfully mining, either on a pool or solo mining. The download link and screenshots of the installer, which is what this video is about. And there are step-by-step instructions for configuring ProMiner for solo mining. And similar instructions for pool mining. If you need help, there's a contact form you can use, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. So, let's download the setup program. It's a single file, only about 25 megabytes, so shouldn't take too long to download. It's good practice to put all the ProMiner files together in one folder to keep everything contained. I've set up a folder on this machine at C Mining ProMiner Demo, so I'll move the setup program there. The setup program is a single file that contains the main installer program files. When you run it, it will extract the installer files to a subfolder and then run the main installer program. Before you start, you'll have to unblock the file in Windows because it came from the internet. Right-click on the file and select Properties. Tick the Unblock checkbox and press OK. You can now start setup. And this is the setup program. You can choose where to extract the main installer files to. I'll keep everything together in C Mining ProMiner Demo. Hit the yellow button, which will extract the main installer files and launch the installer process. The installer requires admin privileges, so accept the UAC prompt. And you can see the installer files have been extracted to a subfolder and the installer has been started. This program allows you to install either the mining service, which runs in the background as a Windows service, or the Control Panel app, which is just a normal Windows program with a graphical user interface that allows you to monitor and control the mining service. Or both, if you're going to run both on the same machine. The service has to be installed on each of your mining rigs, but the Control Panel app can be installed on any computer on your local network. It can connect to multiple mining rigs, so you can monitor and control all your miners from one place. So, let's install the miner service first. The Windows service name has to be unique on each machine, so I'll name this one ProMiner Demo. The default ports should be fine. If you're going to run the Control Panel app on a different machine, you will need to open the main port in your Windows firewall. The internal port is used by the Windows service to talk to the miner process, so that the port doesn't need to be opened in your firewall. So when you're happy with those, hit the yellow button and the mining service will be installed. It will work for a short while. And that's it. The Windows service has been installed and started and will now start where Windows starts, so you don't actually need to log into Windows. It's not mining yet, it's just sitting there waiting for instructions at the moment. Next, you'll need to set the configuration options, which is done with the Control Panel app. So let's go ahead and install that. There are only a couple of options for this. The installer can create a shortcut on your desktop for you. It will also create an entry in your Start menu, just for you or by default for all users. So let's go ahead and install that, which should take no time at all. If you look at the desktop, you can see there's a shortcut. And there's an entry in your Start menu under P for ProMiner. OK, back to the installer. You should see you've installed both the service and the app successfully. So that's it for the installer. I'll just quickly show you the Control Panel app. By default, it tries to connect to the local machine on the default port. If you've installed the app on a different machine, you'll need to go to the Config tab and enter the local network address of your mining rig. You can also add connections to more miners here, if you have them. On the summary page, you'll see a box for each miner showing the current status of that miner. Ping is green, which means the machine is running and there's a network connection to it. Control is green, which means it's connected to the Miner Windows service. Geth and parity are switched off. The miner process is running, but it's not mining yet. There'll be a details page for each miner where you can monitor and control that miner. This shows the summary box again and also has a section where you can configure the miner. When your miner is running properly, you can collapse this to give yourself more room. At the bottom of the page, you can see all the detailed logs for this miner. The logs are stored in databases, so you can always go back and see what your miner was doing at any time in the past. So that's it for this video. Next up is a walkthrough for configuring your miner and starting mining. Choose either the one for pool mining or the one for solo mining. If you're not sure, you probably want to mine on a pool. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.